I just went through a whole stack of logs. Okay then. Okay then, survival. How dare you do this to me? Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to do another build with me. We're going to be building some sort of cottagecore. Like, this part's going to be more of like a cottage vibe, but this part's going to like kind of give off a castle vibe. So like a cozy sort of like palace. Because why not? So what I've done in preparation is I've actually collected the materials this time. I wrote out a list, and I have some materials in here. So I have some sandstone in my inventory because I'm smelting that up to make smooth sandstone. But we've got birch logs, which I want to use the stripped version of. Spruce logs, because I want to use spruce planks for the trimmings. And dark oak logs, because I want to use the stairs for the fill-in bit of the roof, not the trimming. And then I have bricks, because that's what I want the downstairs here to be. So I'll put up the sketch that I've done on the screen, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna be trying to recreate. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how I'm actually gonna translate it into Minecraft. I think this bit needs to be bigger. This is going great. Let me redo this. So if we bring it out one block either side, making sort of like templates like this just really helps me make buildings look nice. That's a better, this is gonna be massive. Oh well, it's fine. I totally planned for this, right? No, that's too big, dang it. Actually, no, this is a good size for a mega base. Because this is gonna be my mega base, I think. I'm thinking. By the size of this, like, I'm never gonna make like an absolutely huge base, but I think this will end up being the one that I stay in, and it is pretty mega. Okay, this is incredibly mega, but I like it. I think this is good. I think this is a good shape and like a good size. Like, I'm aware that this is not an ideal size, but this is just sort of going to be where you walk in. Maybe I'll have like a furnace wall here, or like my bed and a couple of things here. Unless I made my bed like all the way up in the roof, but that would just be plain annoying to get to. And there's gonna be like my storage room, and then upstairs, I don't know. It's probably just gonna be my storage room and then with a really high ceiling. But that's fine. Okay, we have just over a stack of bricks. This is good. So I'm just gonna outline this in bricks and then put in some granite where I can. Not heaps of granite, but just a little bit. Okay, so we have the base. I think I might want to make it just one block higher, because then we can put in like a trimming on top of the supports and just do all that fancy cool stuff. We have our starting bit. This is incredibly cool. So the next thing I want to do is actually work on the balcony, because I'm not mentally ready to tackle this yet. It looks like it's going to be painful. What I want to do is really work on making this build look supported with like details like this. So that's going to go up and support the logs that are on the balcony. And it just looks a bit nicer than just having a supporting like log go all the way up. And it adds depth, so it's a win-win. And then what if because I think it's gonna come out from here, and that does mean that there will be one block here at the end, but I think that's alright. And then strip them all. I really need more tools. This is the issue with doing things in survival. All your tools just break all the time. What I do need to work out is whether I want to put the bricks on the layer above as well. Because if I'm gonna do that, I don't know. Because my choices are either bricks or spruce up there. We will see. And then I'll probably just put like birch planks here. In my drawing, I have like 3 windows. So 1, 2, 3. What if I put one there? Perfect. We can have 2 windows out the front. Ow. It's not 3, but they're wide enough, so it's fine. And then in there I'll put in some like spruce like railings and stuff, but not right now. And then I'm thinking like putting birch stairs like that. I think that looks nice. I just went through a whole stack of logs. Okay then. Okay then, survival, how dare you do this to me? But the good news is, we got this effectively done. It looks quite skinny. I don't know how I feel about it. Should I have gone wider? I don't think so. It'll look better once the roof is on, maybe. No, I need to go wider. Pain. I want to have 3 of these. I want 3 of them. So what I've done is I've extended the bricks to come out 2 blocks from the bottom bit here. So the next thing that I want to work on is I want to work on the top story of this and then building this tower up. So what I've actually done is I've just made the bottom stripped birch logs and then started building up with the smooth sandstone. And I think it looks pretty good. I will put some mushroom blocks in here, but I don't have silk touch yet. So that's annoying. So I'm going to make this, and this just gives a nice like sort of transition between the bricks and then the spruce planks when I do that. It's just a nice little separator. This is a fairly dark color. So what I want to do is introduce as many very similar textures as I can without making it look too crowded. So just to lighten it up and give it a little bit of variation. So I'll make some windows here, and they're gonna be made out of this oak wood, just like lined with that on the sides, I think. Because then I can put the spruce around it, and it just brings in that little bit of variation that will lighten the build up, because the oak logs are a lot lighter, and I'm not going to strip these because they look great non-stripped. And even though there isn't like anything really to look at on this side, I'm still going to make the windows on this side, because why not, honestly? But what I think I want to do once I've gotten up to where the thing intersects is I want to put these up here, the oak logs, which I didn't collect because I didn't expect that I would do this, but I think what I want to do is lighten it up a bit at the top, so that when the because I wanted to originally do the roof with the trimming of spruce, and I can't do that if the wool is also spruce. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't look super great, so I want to put oak here, and then I'll start putting the spruce on that, so it won't have as much of an overlap. Like, it will still be a similar color, but it won't be super similar. But what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go farm the oak wood, and then I'm just going to keep building this up with all the smooth sandstone that I have until it's like pretty high, like at least a whole story higher than this, preferably a whole story higher than where the top of the roof will be. So that will mean that I'll probably end up making the roof for this. I don't know what I'm going to do about the roof for this, because I wanted it to encapsulate both the balcony and this, but I don't know how that's going to look. Like, how is that really going to look? What I could do is make slabbing that goes this way, like slab, it goes up one slab every time, up until this building, but then I need to make that building higher, and it's a bit skinny. You know what, I'll decide once I've looked at this building and seen how high it's gonna go. So I'm gonna keep building this up and go farm some oak wood. So what I've done is I've just cleaned up the top of this building and built this up a lot. I also poked in some holes for windows and decided on white glass because it goes really well with the smooth sandstone. And I think this is a fairly good height for this building. We'll see once we finish this roof. We'll see once we finish this roof whether this is actually like a good height or we need to go one window higher, but for the moment it looks like a pretty good height. What I do want to do up there is line it with some spruce slabs maybe, and then put some upside down stairs on top of that just to give it a little bit of like lining and texture, and then we'll go up with a dome mushroom-ish roof. So what I want to do now is I want to work on this roof. So I've decided I was going to do spruce outlines and then dark oak for the filling in, but I've decided against that because it would be too dark for the build. Like, these are all fairly light colors, especially with the birch. I don't want to bring in any more blocks than I need to. Blocks, colors, textures, anything more than I need to. So I'm going to use the spruce slabs and stairs for the lining. The oak slabs and stairs for the lining, and spruce wood for the fill-in bit. So what I wanted to do originally was make this part of the actual roof, but that's just not going to look good because it is like a different shape than the building. Like, it is one block in on either side, and it's just not quite the shape, and it doesn't go up to the height of the building. So what I'm going to do is use birch or oak. I think birch. What are they called? Fences? Like the trimming under here. So like I've used for the trimming under there, but it's gonna be all the way through it. So it's gonna have like a really nice texture. Like it's an odd texture for a fence, but it's gonna have like a texture, and then I'll put some leaves through it so that they can hang down, and that'll really tie it into the nature. So I'm just gonna go around and line it with the oak wood. I think I want it to be a tall roof. I think I like that. It is messing with me a bit that these two are like the same color, but I'm sure I can get over that. Yeah, I think that's nice. I'm gonna have to do something about this level. I think I might need to change the color, maybe? Change it to, I don't want it to be birch. It could be birch. But I need to do something to this level so that it doesn't look like the same, because this sort of blocks the view of the separating block, which is the oak. So we're gonna have to do something about that, but that's okay. Because I like the roof like this more than I like this like this. What I did want to do is like make a little thing like this. Like that, but I don't know if it'd look good. Oh no, that looks pretty good. I like that. What I would like to do now though is just work on the balcony and finish that. The vibe I'm going for is like bringing the leaves through the roof, like they've grown up here and then they're coming through. So I might actually want some moss carpets for that. So you could have like the moss here, and then the leaves coming through, and then have that like surrounded. And just sort of continue this pattern. See, it just looks alive now. It does look better when you're actually up there, but it looks nice now. Okay, next thing to do, fix up those walls. After a solid 3 days in real life, I finally got a Silk Touch villager, who I then bought a book off of, to get a Silk Touch axe so I could go get like 8 stacks of mushroom blocks. The point is, I now have mushroom blocks and we can now finish this.